Hello everyone, welcome back again to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise and I'm using the Shuffle Tarot Collection A today. It's a really interesting, weird deck, but we get a lot of messages just from 3 cards. So I want to see what comes through for today, for Monday, August 22nd, with the moon in early degree Cancer this morning. Okay, so this one here. So we have the King of Swords combined with the King of Wands. Okay, and then also the Two of Pentacles combined with the Two of Swords. No, I'm sorry, it's the Four of Pentacles combined with the Two of Swords. Wow. Okay, and this one here is the Chariot. Looks like combined with, oh, the Star. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, and the Sphinxes aren't going to go anywhere. They're just going to drink up her water. That's actually really beautiful. Okay, so with the King of Swords combined with the King of Wands, this is all about clear thinking, organizing. The King of Swords, of course, is all about truth and integrity, because, you know, it cares about the truth. And then the King of Wands is all about organizing reality to go towards what you want to experience. He's all about leadership. And he's very inspiring and knows how to work his mojo, you know, work his power. So, and it doesn't matter whether you're male or female. This is, you know, the quality, the energy and consciousness of those 2 cards combined. So I'm thinking that this Monday, you know, first right off the week, it's all about getting really clear and organized and putting yourself out there in your leadership. And then with the combining with the Two of Swords and the Four of Pentacles here. The Four of Pentacles is about boundaries. It has to do with your security, what you need for your material reality. You know, are you living in sustainability? Can we hold on to what we need instead of like just spending too much, basically? Or are we too much worried about those materialistic things and protecting ourselves too much? Or do we need to protect ourselves more? And in the combination with the Two of Swords, we have to trust our intuition. We're at a crossroads. It's all about facing our fears, and don't be in that stalemate kind of energy where you're just blocking your feelings and in denial. So if there's any bit of denial about spending habits that need to be changed, just know that you have everything inside of you to change it. With the King of Swords combined with the King of Wands, man, you got it, right? So you can organize reality to change those things up. And then with the Chariot, combined with the Star, the Chariot is all about moving forward from your center and coming from the place of your inner being that knows which way it wants to go, and it doesn't have the ego tape saying it has to be this way, I have to do it that way, I have to make this certain amount of money, or I have to have this car, or I have to, all these have-tos in order to feel whole as a human being. When really we're here on earth to heal our fragmented egos, to develop a strong, healthy ego, so then we can let it go and let our spirits guide us, let our higher selves guide us, right? And I know it sounds like a paradox or a conflict of contradictions, I suppose, but it's not. It's not, because if you don't have a healthy ego, you're not going to be able to put yourself out in the world. These 2 guys have a really healthy ego going on here. And the center card with that Two of Swords combined with the Four of Pentacles, it's about not blocking this power. It's about not going into denial about how hard it is being a human and having to create what you need to live. And, it's like the food doesn't fall out of the sky, right? I mean, it's not easy. And we all understand that. So with the Chariot, we can take that power of being vulnerable. She's naked because that represents vulnerability. And she's in, with the Star card, remember, pouring the waters from one, well, she's got one, she's kneeling down normally. She's kneeling, and one foot's, on the ground, and I think the other one, she has one foot in the knees on the ground, but then the other, on the land, but then the other foot's in the water. So that represents that ability to be in both worlds and having faith in yourself as you're learning how to trust in the universe. Just trust, because if you're going to worry about having money and you're going to be in denial about having to create your own wealth, then you're just going to, if you're worried about money, you're just going to create more of that worry. It's not going to be fun. And so the Chariot is there to tell us, well, just trust in your heart. That's why we have these symbols here. Trust in your heart that's the healing way. Trust in the center path, and also surrender to your feelings. That's why we have the water here in this combination. They're drinking the water. If these were sphinxes or horses, they represent the dualistic aspect of living as a spiritual being, but living in having a human experience in a human body. So it can be challenging. And so to surrender to the fact that, it's not easy for us, but just try and stay very centered in your vulnerable heart, and everything will work out. And then trust in the universe. And then when it doesn't work out, everything will work out in the end anyway. It just does, because no matter what happened, we end up going back home to the divine cosmos of which we were born. Unless you don't believe that. If you don't believe it, that's okay. But either way, what we're going to need to do is to trust in the fact that we're living on planet Earth, and it's spinning at 67,000 miles per hour, mind you, while it's rotating within the solar system. This whole, you know what I mean? It's going like crazy, and we don't fall off. So if you can't trust that there isn't some higher power that is protecting us, and you notice that we don't fall off the earth, and this is not a flat earth, right? I mean, you just have to be something wrong if you believe that. But then again, we still have to love all of our sisters and brothers, because we all got to come back together, right? But reality is, we're on earth and we don't fall off. So I think we can all trust in that higher power to guide us. And so trust in miracles. Keep the faith. It's not just hope, it's faith. Keep faith in your consciousness that you are stardust. You are golden, right? Like, bust out the Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young albums, or get that music going on YouTube. And trust that you have a bright future ahead of you, and you deserve to be happy. But to do that, we have to surrender to our vulnerability and walk that right middle path, rather than trying to go in a bunch of different directions all at once. And it helps us to slow down, right? So, okay, well, that's all I have for today. This is crazy amount of information. So, anyhow, I'll be back for tomorrow. Bye.